everybody? Man, it has been a long time since I've been in this room, hasn't it? I'm watching another stream, so I'm gonna multitask by having put... yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in this area, hasn't it? Yep, the original ZabBlab room. No, this is not part of the ARG, let me be clear. Yeah, no, I haven't been able to stream as frequently as I actually... Hang on one second. But yeah, no, I haven't been able to stream as frequently as I wanted to. Because obviously I gotta work around the schedules of, like, well, everybody else that I'm around. He's not making it past 10. Okay, look, I'm not the greatest, but I'm not terrible, alright? Alright, so, like I was saying, wow, you got, like, no right off the bat, bro, I haven't even started, and it's already going like this, that's great. But no, yeah, the plan is I'm gonna be playing Minecraft, because, well, why am I not able to, like... What, I have to stretch it out manually? Really? There you go. $10, he says 20 nights. Alright. Well, at least some people got confidence in this. Alright, well... For old time's sake, as the ZabLab ARG is coming to its, fish paste hand. Almost got it. Almost got it. Yoink. There we go. Now it's art. Okay, now. ZippityZab. If you were bald, would it be baldity-zab or zippity-ball? Bald... Neither. Neither. Like, I got a haircut, but doesn't mean I'm going bald. Okay. But yes, I had a... But yeah, so... To be clear, this is not part of the ARG or anything related to that. It's more so just, There's an insert ad button. Really? I can do that? I can do that? Whatever. Anyways. Oh, wait, Jodaboy's in the chat. Rip. Everybody, say happy birthday to Jodaboy and a person named June. They're great collaborators. They're great friends. I love working with them. It's both their birthdays today, so, definitely go out and say happy birthday to both of them. Seriously. Jodo's in the chat right here. So yeah, definitely happy birthday, man. Thanks for checking up. It says if you were bald. Okay, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just purposely flood this place with... I'll purposely flood this all with, freaking ads and stuff like that. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, I can... You're expecting from me. But yeah, no. So yeah, I haven't been able to do a stream in a hot while, so I thought I would do something, Right, I turned off the, music for the, Oh, it's the nostalgic one, too. Also... Yeah, no, here it is. Yeah. There we go. What the heck just happened there? It's the ad button, it's the Australia commercial. And still got the Nest skin. Oh, this is a throw. I think this is even the same location my original live streams for ZabLab 1 were in too. Like the same biome. Oh man, the stats is getting to me. Yeah, nope. Yeah. So yeah, no, this is not related to the ARG whatsoever. This has nothing to do with that. Well, yes, I guess it does, because I'm playing Minecraft. I decided Minecraft... I was going to do this or Dead by Daylight, but I decided Minecraft Hardcore, because the ARG's current... The ZabLab 2 is currently going through. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I really hope you are enjoying that, because it's been, like... That is probably one of the, like, biggest workloads of a project I've ever done. ZabLab 2 has got to be, like, one of the most high-octane projects I've ever made in terms of, like, the writing, the editing, the just planning the ARG as a whole. Having to, like, actually direct people instead of just riff with my friends. I can only hope it's living up to, what you guys wanted. But yeah, Switch led me to deciding to play Minecraft again. I'm trying to boost for the Maisie. Hey, you guys have been doing a great job so far. There's not many secrets I think that have gone missing. Man, it's shitting. Alright, have a good night. Have a good night, Osprey. Is it? I hope I've not been pronouncing that wrong this whole time. But thoughts on the last act? I haven't seen the Digital Circus finale yet. There's so many movies coming out that I want to see. I want to see Backrooms. I want to see the Digital Circus. I did see Obsession with some friends. It was good. Granted, it's not like my thing. I'm not really a thing, but like, man, like, oh man, totally forgot to bring an octagon. All right. Yeah, we're next to a ravine, I think. No, just a... One day I will force Zab a gunpoint and force them to play. I don't know anything about those horses. It's not gonna get anywhere. How would I even stream that? Isn't it a mobile game? I've still been trying to figure out how to do, Plants vs. Zombies 2. Don't worry, I cow just a kid. That's an emote. That's good, that's funny. Wait. It's on Steam? Oh, it is? Huh, where you know? Wait. The horse game or Plants vs. Zombies? Well, I know PvZ 1 is. I mean, like, the second one. Because I want to play PvZ 2 at some point. I haven't played that game since my grandma... Since it was on my grandma's phone. Back... You know, when I was still actively making DCast videos, like, as a little kid. The horse game, got it. Can you believe it's already been, like... Can you guys believe it's already been, like, 6 years since DCast ended? My brother did use a mobile game emulator to make a modded version of PvZ2. I don't know how to do, like, emulators or things like that. I can never figure it. I've never been good at, like, doing, like, that or, like, when people try to get me to, like, legally download things online. Yeah, PvZ2 stream would definitely be fun. Plants vs. Zombies is one of my favorite games ever, and I've actually never gotten around to beating PvZ2 because it was like... I don't know, it was more sort of like... I guess it's more so because A, it was on mobile, and there was like all these ads and whatnot, and obviously I didn't want to pay for any of those to get rid of them or whatnot. And B, it was more like... I remember getting scared by Godzilla getting Ouija-fied. The Ouija virus is genuinely like a really... The Ouija virus is like the original Pibby virus. I keep telling this to people. This was like the Ouija... Like, Ouija was like Pibby before Pibby existed, and no one talks about it. That's a mod I want to see. I would love to see like a FNF mod with like those two things going at each other, right? That's something somebody should make. What killers do you mean? Springtrap has been my main, and I know because of the funny FNAF thing. But genuinely, I really like getting to do like trick shots with the axe, like traveling to. Honestly, I find Springtrap really fun to play, and since I'm not exactly like these kinds of like first-person games, especially ones where like I'm actually hunting other players, I'm terrible at them. I'm like terrible at like Call of Duty. I love Team Fortress 2, but I'm aware I suck at it. I was throwing you in a blender. Oh, I'm guessing going to the blender then. But yeah, like, yeah, so yeah, there's him, Man, I must sound like such a dweeb. I was about to say Trapper next, because I think it's another, like, easy one. I'm not good at these types of games, okay? Like, I love them, but I suck at them, alright? Oh, for an abandoned nether portal. If I were to do my own take on FNF Pibby, what am I first? Okay, this is gonna sound like a weird take coming from me when it comes to, like, Pibby, stuff like that. You're the first person ever. I don't know, I got the hang of it pretty quickly. That might just be Curse of Binding. Oh. I feel like I got the hang of it pretty easily. It might just be because I followed Dead by Daylight pretty consistently at the time. Or it might... What happens if I get enough to make another portal? Not another portal, Herobrine Shrine. Isn't there supposed to be, like, gold here or something? Anyways, like I was saying... it might just be because I'm used to the, Friday the 13th game. I had some history with that beforehand. Okay, anyways. But yeah, no, I keep making this joke, but I'm being genuine when I say, okay. I thought there was supposed to be, like gold or something in here. Dang it. I wanted a gold block. Okay, alright. This might sound weird for me, for, like, a Pibby thing. But since I know, like, a lot of Pibby media focuses on, like, the, I guess my main issue with a lot of Pibby media is that it just feels kind of, like, hopeless. Like, I feel like there's never any actual progress done. All they really do is go from, like, world to world. And, like, you know, like, the darkness shows up, takes over the main characters, escape with a couple of survivors, right? And don't get me wrong, that's, like, a good format for, like, stuff like that, but I feel like there's, like, never actually, like, progress done, if that makes sense. Like, it just kind of feels like they just kind of just do the same thing over and over again. There's, like, I feel like there's, like, no real sense of, like, progress that anyone makes in any, like, Pibby media and say. And that could just be me not being too experienced with them. I've always thought infection AUs or zombie apocalypse stories in media just kind of get boring after a while. Because they're all kind of really samey, right? They're at their best when they're good either... I forgot they changed. Yeah, I'm still not used to it either. Like, to me, they're at their best when they're actually, like, showing a character, like, who they are on the inside. When it's stuff like... Like, I know Adventure Time's had a couple of episodes with it. And there's supposed to be a sim series for that. Yeah, that's another thing I'm thinking of. That'd be fun for that. But my main issue with a lot of them is they all kind of just... Shout out to Underfresh for... I saw talking about that. I thought that was like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Megalovania or something like that. I didn't realize that was like an AU or anything. Alright, well, by exploring has got us no... Oh, well, that's at least a pig there I can kill. But yeah, so, like, that's kind of an issue. It's not, like, Pibby specifically. It's, like, the World of Dark AU. Or, like I mentioned, that Adventure Time Zombie Apocalypse episode. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's, like... I don't remember what the episode's name is. It's the, I don't remember what the episode's name is. The episode ends with literally just being, like... Where, like, science will do the work, and the cat's name is Science, and then the cat saves the day. I don't know what the name of the episode is, but that's what it's about, so... I just went back to where I spawned, didn't I? Yep. Well, I don't appear to have any torches. Or, like, any coal or anything I can find. Have you ever played the Man vs. Machine mode? I played it a couple of times, I'd love to, like, I need to get back into playing Team Fortress 2 more. And that goes for video games in general, I feel like. It was a candy corn rat. Okay. Okay, my mistake. I haven't watched Adventure Time in years. Okay. I don't know. My dad raised us on Nickelodeon, so unfortunately, instead of growing up with like Adventure Time, regular show or whatnot, I grew up on Sanjay and Craig, Pig Goat, Banana Cricket, Fanboy and Chum Chum. You get the idea. So yeah, not exactly the greatest, not exactly an all-star lineup there. Okay, what I can do... Here, let's make some charcoal real quick. Yeah, I need to do... If I'm... Especially once I get back to, my own place for a bit, since obviously I'm back here. Once I get back to my own place for a bit, I'm absolutely gonna try and inviting more people on stream. I know Ice Prince, the creator of Bug Buddies, has mentioned wanting to do a Marvel Rival stream. I would love to do Man vs. Machine with you, dude, that'd be great. Yeah, I just need to do more collabs in general and whatnot. I know I talked about Mono before, about doing an interview, or same thing with, like, ZabBlab, so it's less like... Yeah, no, that'd be a great experience to do, to, like, have way more collaborative streams. But yeah, no, that's off topic to what I was getting at. Okay, with the Pibby thing, so, like, my main issue with a lot of those AUs is that I feel like there's not really much progress done. And also, I feel like there's a lot of characters that I feel like... Okay, it's, like, obviously no one likes a story where, like, the thing solves the plot. Right? But counterpoint, tell me a story, like a Pibby story, where Dr. Doofenshmirtz is like, behold, the darkness repellinator, or something like that. Would it be, like, a really fun thing to do? Right? Like, obviously, I know you all remember, like, the, where'd my chat go? Nope, back out of there. Here it is. What if Ouija crashed into your house? Well, I'd probably be dead then, unless I can convince him that DKS was a peace offering. But no, like I was saying, so, like, the whole point's, like... like, stuff like, I like... Doofus 100% lock-in. Dude, that's what I'm saying! Like, there are so many ideas I feel like people could do that's not just everybody's overtaken by the darkness all the time. Like, I saw someone make a post about, like, the learning... I talked about, like, in the LOL Areas Discord server about not knowing what Underfell was, just to find out, like I said, oh, it's probably... I just said, oh, I just know there's, like, an evil version of Sansa Papyrus. And apparently that's literally all it is. Like, I don't know if it's just me being the funny Robotnik versus X guy or not. But, like, my main issue with a lot of AUs is I feel like they only scratch the surface of, like, actual, like, potential there is for these kinds of things. Should probably smell... Wait, what happens if I smelt it? What does it do? A singular gold nugget. Are you serious? I got a single gold nugget from that. That cost 7 gold bars, and I only got a single nugget. Wow. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so like, yeah, basically my big thing with like a lot of Pibby stuff like that is sort of, so I feel like they don't really scratch the surface of what this concept could do with it. It's always just what if character blank or character what if it like basically the survivors, more often than not, you could just swap them out with anybody and the story does not change. Pibby could just as easily be, I don't know. What's something else I could do for an example of this? Like, Pibby could just as easily be replaced with, like, I don't know, Phineas, or George and Harold from Captain Underpants, or Luigi, and there's basically no difference from how any of the stories play out, right? like, despite zombie apocalypse, the best zombie stories are the ones that are entirely character-based. And the issue with, like, Pibby stuff like that is I feel like they don't actually lean into it. I feel like there's a lot of cool ideas you can get out of it. Like, the Doofenshmirtz one I already said. You're telling me, like, let's say the darkness shows up. You could just... imagine learning with Phineas. Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. But no, seriously, like, imagine Phineas, like, well, we were originally going to use... he got replaced with Abraham Lincoln, the darkness would get... He's a vampire hunter for a reason. But you can't tell me, like, imagine, like, you know for a fact, Pibby, like, let's say Phineas and Ferb, like, well, we were originally going to use our Lightbringer link car. Me and Ferb originally built the Lightbringer in order to make the best light show in the tri-state area, but it found out it also really repels the darkness pretty easily. Like, and meanwhile, on the other side of town, Doofenshmirtz's like, see, Perry the Platypus, I created this platypus. I originally created my shadow in it, or like, I don't know, like, make shadow puppets to be like Big Hands Hans. Remember him? But turns out, it controls the darkness! This, what even is it? I don't know what it is, but the point isn't the point is, like, this darkness can, like, control things, and I'm gonna use it to control the entire tri-state area! And then the Lightbringer accidentally destroys all the darkness in Doof's machine, in turn canceling out Phineas and Ferb's thing when Candace comes home, right? Yeah, oh yeah, the main reason why Pibby and the... Hey, oh yeah, Danny, I totally see what you mean. I'm just saying, like, since we don't ever, like, see, like, most Pibby stuff, like, I mean, sure there are character arcs and stuff like that. My thing with, like, learning with Pibby specifically, like, the fact, like, oh, could a villain and a kid's sidekick, and obviously the learning, Pibby being, like, you know, like, just preschool character, save the world. It's just that since most of them are a lot focused on, like, a lot of the crossover aspect more, I used both of these, darn it. I'm just saying in theory that, but yeah, this literally goes back to my point. The point of those guys being the main characters was because of how character-driven it is. I'm saying, like, in most of, like, the fan projects I see, it really isn't. And to be fair, most of the fan projects are, like, Friday Night Funkin' songs, right? So, it's not like you really can, but, like... Really, even that's, like, kind of being, like, a bit disingenuous. Because you can get a lot of characterization just from, like, the music or anything, right? Like, look at how many, not... Athos, or, like, All-Stars, or, you know, like, the millions of songs that, like, are, like, musical duets where the guy starts singing, like, I am placing blocks, 'cause I'm in Minecraft, or something, right? You didn't say what the first three survived. Oh my, I totally didn't. I just got to... Okay, the reason I'm explaining this is because I would, in theory, want the survivors to be genuinely somewhat important to the plot or something like that. For example, okay, I know this sounds like I know this is probably just gonna sound stupid again. Ness, right here. Nope. Ah! Where the frick did you come from? I'm already dying? What? No! No! In my defense, I got distracted by chat. That does not count. That does not count. That does not count. No. Danny, shut up. Shut up. I can hear you typing something. Right here. That does not count. $2 to rub in your... Shut up. That does not count. That does not count. I was looking at the chat. I didn't see a baby zombie there. That does not count. Son of a gun. Okay. Wow, okay. Well, since Danny, donated, I'll add the teaser for Smoke by Sunrise I whipped up for it. First teaser, baby! Here's our first look at Luigi in Smoke by Sunrise. So yeah, enjoy the. So yeah, that's our first sneak peek of the sneak peek for it. So yeah, thanks Danny for the donation, even if it's in the rubbing my face for something that does. You call yourself a FNAF fan and they aren't keeping high alert multitasking skill. Okay, wise guy. All right, buddy. I'll have you know I've beaten 1 through 3. All right, I'll have you know I've beaten the entire trilogy on my own, and I don't. Well. Okay, well, technically speaking, I have the other games, but, I technically have the other games, but I'm not playing this on console. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, that other stuff over there, that's my brother's. Anyways. Have you seen Lightning Around Respark? Yes, I have, and, yeah, yep. The sky had a Pokemon from my cereal box! So yeah, we got our first look at Ouija! Yep. His main weapon is going to be the anchor, which, that's not a wither storm. That's not a wither storm. That's a Ouija! Okay, also, if Geeg, I need Geeg to win at least 1 round, okay? Please, let Geeg please win round 1. Please. Alright, I'm begging you. Come on. Let's see it. Alright, let's try this again. I slowly tried. I see, you do a really good job of doing these. I have any data packs? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try this again. The last one did not count. That last one did not count. That did not count because I got distracted. Okay, we're literally in the same spot. Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyways, like I was saying... Okay, look. Okay, like I was saying... Alright. Look here. So when it comes to the Pippi thing, characters like Ness, which I know, obviously, haha, you're Zab's talking about Ness, no figure, go figure. No, look. Characters like Ness, who are like, you know, cosmically ordained chosen one and whatnot, and like Paul's ability to prayer and whatnot, to like literally being cosmically ordained. Oh, Danny, I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God, you're killing me here. But characters like that, who have like, are literally cosmically like ordained and whatnot with like these abilities, should be huge boons against like the darkness or whatnot. Right? Like sure, the darkness changes between origin from origin from origin. But given Ness is literally chosen by the universe itself and has the power to literally like wipe all realities from things, he's basically like that's a good thing. I'd say I like about World of Dark, but I feel like they also don't lean into that either. But it just generally doesn't lean. But like the idea is you'd want like the character Ness, for instance, the sheer existence of a character who is so otherworldly powerful and cosmically aware that it could inherently break the system the darkness is in. And sure, it may be like Gygas where like he can't like hurt like do permanent damage or something. But it's shown enough that the darkness can actually be like physically hurt, and that's basically is able to like do this in waves and stuff without with like Cyrocken being an area of effect attack. Danny makes a good point. Ash Williams, another great example. Destined to defeat all evil. He would be able to be like the perfect survivor of one of these things. He's like, I'm facing Bugs Bunny this time, huh? Groovy. I can't do a good Ash Williams voice, I don't think. Like, that's another good example right there. Characters who can go intangible are another thing I feel like don't get dropped really quickly. Like, for example, Danny Phantom would be a huge player in any, like, any Pibby thing, right? If the guy can go ghost and invisible for a moment, he essentially would be, like, one of the most, if not the most important person there. You really need to see the doc, but... But yeah, like I was saying, so, like, Danny Phantom being able to go intangible, super important thing for getting, helping getting other survivors out and whatnot. Essentially one of the most important players for recon or anything, and maybe, who knows, maybe it'll be like the darkness adapts in order to deal with intangible threats or whatnot. Or that's just like one of their big boons where, okay, we have some people who can go intangible, we need to take advantage of this if that's like one of our few options of recourse. That's another thing that goes really unnoticed with a lot of these. Same thing with like characters who actively command armies. You're telling me Bowser wouldn't be like the first person on that stuff to try and stop the darkness, right? The Pibby glitch when they invade Captain Underpants and see his bottom right flip page. The Pibby, you joke, but they genuinely have punched holes in the page before. So characters like that would also be like huge boons. Like I keep making a joke like the Pibby virus would basically be useless in like against Kess. Because he can literally just blatantly just ignore it if he really wanted to. But yeah, no, like characters like Danny Phantom who could do an invisible or like visible fourth wall stuff like that could be a huge boon. Just being like, okay, here, just punch a hole through the page and just dump the darkness in it. Let's just get rid of it. Or like more stuff with the villains is also another thing. Like I know that was mentioned like in like the actual thing that there's like a Disney villain there. Like for example, if Bowser is literally a dark magic wizard who transmutates people all the time. Counterpoint, I think meta characters would be able to do it as Bugs Bunny got infected. Okay, to be fair, we don't really know the context of when this happened to Bugs. And he's also known for just letting stuff happen for the sake of plot, like you know, in Space Jam, for instance. Like, Chuck Jones literally wrote down saying, Bugs Bunny could solve every plot within 7 minutes if he really wanted to. He just sometimes doesn't. So it's more of a case, so for all we know, Bugs just saw the darkness and said like, I got nothing better to do for the next 2 weeks, and just let it happen. Plus, there's also the fact of the whole Toons can't die thing, so it may have also just been, like, he probably thought he was just gonna get his, like, could have just thought, oh, he's gonna try and beat the crap out of me. Yeah, like, I'll live, I'm a Toon. Not realizing it was, like, an infection thing. There are multiple ways to take advantage of somebody that don't inherently revolve around, like, stuff like that. Like, I'm looking at it, like, this way. Bowser sees, like, the darkness show up at all. Somebody's injecting and infecting himself to rage paper. See, that's what I'm saying. You're telling me it wouldn't be in character for, like, Bugs to, like, look at the darkness and being like, yeah, someone ought to turn the lights out in here. Wait, he pops out, sees Pibby, like, you gotta get out of here. Like, Pibby's like, you gotta get out of here. There's, like, this darkness. He's like, I should have taken that lift, turned it Albuquerque. Wait, no, don't touch that. You'll be infected. What? Don't touch this? Yes. Okay, do not touch this. Yes. No, let go of it. Let go of what? This? Or don't do this, or don't do that, or something like this. Like, you're telling me that's not something Bugs would do to piss somebody off? Like, that's definitely, and he's like, literally, that Bugs does it to piss somebody off. Daffy does it just to one-up Bugs, being like, Bugs. It's like, and there goes the dog. Like, you get the idea, right? Like, Wile E. Coyote tries using it to catch the Roadrunner and ends up just getting infected himself. You get the idea, right? The Looney Tunes would just do it for... The other characters are doing it for survival. The Looney Tunes are doing it for sport, basically. That's basically it. It's like the comments between, the death battle between Tom and Wile. So it's like, where it's like... Wait a minute, I left my wallet there. That's great. Yeah, like, it's like if there's like competitive Toon Force, and then there's like the Looney Tunes, right? I mean, that's another thing. The Roadrunner is probably like would also be like one of the best things for it. You know, the Darkness tries to capture the Roadrunner, and the Roadrunner is just like, and it just keeps getting caught and stuff like that, right? And you probably could be arguing, well, the Darkness, you see, the Darkness breaks the plot, and so therefore plot manipulation, stuff like that, the Darkness wouldn't be relegated to the rules of the Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes literally fought a guy who controlled the entirety of the Warner Brothers itself in Space Jam 2, and their rule, and he couldn't even get the Tunes to stop being loony, even when rigging things. So they're basically the Darkness basically relies on one of the Tunes genuinely wanting to do anything, or if they're just like, yeah, I got nothing better to do this week. Dude, that is not a pickaxe. What? No. Give me that. So yeah, so basically my idea is that you want survivors to, so basically that goes back to my point. You want survivors and stuff that actively will, contribute to the plot and aren't just... Shut up! Danny, shut up! You're not helping! I swear to God, you're not. I keep getting rage baited in all my life. Hey, look, it's pink sheep. Let's go. Taking a screenshot of that. I found a natural pink sheep in the wild. Look at that. Look at the boy. And another abandoned nether part. Not just exactly. Basically, if I'm gonna make a Bugs Bunny's you ain't. I don't know. Exactly. Basically, ideally, when making any kind of infection or zombie apocalypse AU, you want to make sure that the characters that are the survivors are survivors. It contributes to the plot of why they are survivors. If it's just, oh, they're getting whittled down one by one, it doesn't change it. Gravity Falls, best example of this. Sure, there weren't many. Sue's becoming a zombie. He still retains all of his personality when transformed. It makes it absolutely hilarious. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jacqueline with a Q. Sweet. I see you. But yeah, so... You've been chatting this whole time and I just didn't notice it until now. Nope. Yeah, either way, still... Yeah, but basically, why would they make a pressure plate? Are you serious? What a bunch of bozos. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna make my bed. I'm gonna set up my bed here. Just for the sake of, because this, the lava means I don't have to make a torch. If I wake up in the lava, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's cover that up. Hey, see, I told you they were gold blocks. Favorite moveset from 2026 so far? No, that's my favorite selection, though. Yeah, well, welcome. Favorite moveset from 2026? Yeah, nothing much. Nothing much going up here. I can hear my family hassling with the dog from upstairs, so that's nice. So, yeah, some gold blocks here. Huh. I'm debating on trying to make a Herobrine shrine if I can, but I don't have any tools to mine it with. My favorite moveset for 2026 so far. I was about to say the beatdown direct, but that doesn't count. It might be recency bias, but I really like Megu's moveset. That was a really creative, like, that whole, their neutral special gimmick's a really super fun idea. Glomgold's moveset is coming out soon, though. I'm super excited to show you guys that when it happens. So, yeah, the moveset scene's been really cool to see. Super happy with how everything's turned out. Yeah, Mega might just be recency bias. I swear. I'm terrible at, like, thinking on my feet when it comes to things like this. It's like, oh yeah, what's my favorite moveset? Oh, that's easy. And I just blank. How soon is soon? As in, as soon as ZabLab 2 is done? As in, as soon as ZabLabs 2 is done, Glomgold moveset will release. That soon. To be fair, the Direct did have 2 movesets. That's fair. That's fair. Plus, yeah, seeing Markiplier's new set was super fun to see. It fits perfectly. If he was hitting somebody with a chair out of range, it's like, that's peak Markiplier. But yeah, so that kind of just goes back to my point of what I was getting at with, like, Mark's like, the 3 scary games being a side special to include everything. Such a great idea. Such a brilliant idea. I swear. Shad never misses, I swear. Like, I feel like you guys forget that I feel like just as much of a dork as being like, I get to work with Scap or Shad or anybody really that I work with. Like, it's always an honor to be like just seeing Shrekel's moveset for DKS alone was like, what do you mean you made a moveset for me? Why? Like, it still doesn't feel real that I'm, like, in the community, if that makes sense. Zabs, anyone told you blab a lot? And make an ARG about it. I don't know. I don't know who would watch an ARG of me blabbing. I mean, it'd be... I don't know. Kind of be like... I just Zab blabs constantly. I can't see it. Heavy will kill Noistorm. I would love to do a Team Fortress 2 thing for a thing. What I would want to do is try to reach out to the creators of the server blight stuff to do it. The server blight being the killer with the regular heavy being the survivor. That is my goal for that. If I could reach out to the creators of server blight and be like, hey, do I have your blessing to use the server blight for this? And I would love to have that. That'd be awesome. I should probably eat something actually while I'm at it. What, did I not eat that? But yeah, no. Heavy needs to be a survivor that's ready to fist fight. Theoretically, everybody in Smoke by Sunrise is willing to fist fight the killers, right? That's not exactly a new development with this one. Like, Robotnik, Jack Black, Mario, they'd all be willing to beat the ever-loving crap out of any of the survivors. And now the killers. It just so happens that when you're trapped in a void on repeat constantly, you're kind of not exactly, you know... You're more focused on getting out rather than trying to, you know, than win the fight. Yeah. The canonicity of Smoke by Sunrise is a mystery for you guys to figure out. I did see that message from earlier. But yeah, like, that'll be a fun thing for you guys to figure out how that ties back into the overarching storyline. Shoutouts to Hotel Mario's perks for being surprisingly overpowered. Yeah, I wanted to treat this more like not just literal Dead by Daylight, but kind of like a healthy mix of like that and other ASIM games where the characters' abilities let them do like unique things. Hotel Mario just running around in one of the rooms, just like in the games. I thought would be super funny. Like, it's such a stupid idea where he's just running around. He's the principal. What the heck's going on? Scheme hams. Yeah, no, bring it. Yeah. The next teaser literally is revealing 2 new survivors for, Smoke by Sunrise. Which, I mean, I would say new because I think everybody's expecting them. But yeah, for the stream goals at the very least, I do have one other Smoke by Sunrise teaser. Yeah, my goal is to try and eventually scrape up enough money to fix my laptop, which would be nice. Well, not even fix. Get this. Okay, ZippityZab side tangent here. So I went over to a place. So I ended up trying to go over to a place to ask them if they could fix my laptop, right? I didn't call them because I wanted to see the damage in person so I can know like whether or not it could be fixed or not, because I don't know like the full things of like a cracked screen, right? So it turns out so I went to the first place, and they were like, nope, that's a Microsoft Surface Pro. We don't touch those. No, we don't handle with Microsoft Surface Pros. Those things, like, no. So it's like, what do you mean? How are these stream goals, by the way? I was just doing it based on every I was technically just doing it based on every donation that I got. Because every time I die, or every donation that I get. That was what I was doing it by. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I went over, so they were just like, yeah, no, we don't handle these things. And I'm like, okay then, well, I wish they had made that clear on their on their website or something. I guess I probably should have called ahead and asked if they handle with Microsoft Surface Pros. But I don't know computers, right? Like, I didn't know what that was until I went in the store. So I called another place, and then asked them, do you handle with Microsoft Surface Pros? To which I called them about that, and I asked them, okay, so how much would it cost to get the screen fixed? To which they said, oh, okay, well, there's the aftermarket fix, and then there's the regular fix, but there's only a $20 difference. To which I was like, if it's $20, I don't care. So what's the price? $260 to repair the screen. $260! I could just buy a new one at that point. Like, absolutely not. Like, they said, oh, prices start at $40. Like, okay, it's just a small crack in the screen. I can get that fixed. $260! Oh, my lord. Why would anybody in their right mind just pay for that instead of just getting a new one? I mean, it still works as, like, a laptop, at the very least. Like, it does genuinely work as a laptop because, you know, it was made for that. It just doesn't work for, like, the art tablet function that I wanted, right? Because, you know, that's how I drew, like, for Bug Buddies and whatnot. In the meantime, for the rest of the ARG, I have been, literally using the old-fashioned pen and paper method for animation. And, for Bug Buddies, I'm currently just waiting on that one. I might make a new comic with the old pen and paper method for Bug Buddies. Will Hotel Mario and Luigi have a special on LMS? Yes! Yes, they will! Hello, Zab. I'm from Portugal. One question. Is Ben and Noel $2.60? Danny, I swear to God. I swear, you are going to rage bait me to high heaven and back one of these days. It's been like 80... Yeah, I have to work around everyone else's schedules here. Like, I share a room with Reggie when we're back for the summer, as you can see by his setup over here. So, I have to work around when he's doing stuff, and obviously my days off from work. Like, I do not get many days off when I'm working, and they're mostly at night. So, unless you want me to stream at like 10 a.m. Yeah. Well, with Danny doing another donation. Behold, another tease for Smoke by Sunrise. Are you ready, kids? Yep, I will be making a dedicated SpongeBob SquarePants chapter for Smoked by Sunrise. So yeah, I debated on, SpongeBob and Squidward will be both the two new survivors that will be added, as well as a SpongeBob-themed killer. So yeah, no, they will not. I originally planned on having SpongeBob and Squidward join with Ouija, because you know the sky and a Pokemon. But there was a killer that I had to include. And it fits so perfectly. I just had to include I just decided to screw it. We're gonna do a dedicated SpongeBob chapter for Smoked by Sunrise. So Squidward and SpongeBob will both be survivors, and there will be a SpongeBob-themed killer. So, that's for you guys to figure out who the killer will debate who the killer will be. So yeah. Plus, that'll be super fun. Plus, I might give SpongeBob a Last Man Standing theme for a Ouija. That would be really fun to do. Yeah. So yeah, Squidward, I definitely got an idea for one of Ouija's alts. That's 2. Out of curiosity, do you intend to do more maps that aren't the Minecraft Village? I do. For now, I'm using the Minecraft Village as like the main one. I'm gonna do what I do with like Law. I'm gonna make like a map showcase, right? I'm gonna make a map showcase where the village is like the main one I use, mostly because it's easy for editing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a map showcase like after like the first few chapters to show like, okay, so here are some maps like the Lost Stage showcases. They're like, this is the map for Robotnik Scrapyard, or this is the map for you know, like you get the idea. So yeah, I love how everyone's debating on like what the killers are gonna be. Yeah. Yeah. Is Ben and Noel the same character? Yes, Ben and Noel are the same character. Ben just got turned into Noel. What about a YTP creepypasta episode that's Ouija versus Mario.exe? That could be fun. I already have plans for a Ouija YTP that I'm gonna do. And for the current story arc, which is decidedly not creepypasta, I have that mostly planned out. But hey, I will say, the Hotel Mario Brothers, I do plan to become visit back with them, which would be fun. I still think it's Fred the Fish. But yeah, no. So yeah, in general, that's our second teaser for the day. We got SpongeBob and Squidward will be survivors. I'm debating whether or not I want to make a Patrick survivor, because I feel like 3 SpongeBob survivors might. Kind of sad I can't join the discussion. You showed the plan character. I showed you guys. I did considering characters. I did the considering. Those are the ones I'm considering. Not planned. I already did like when Smoke by Sunrise first dropped, I literally posted a tier list of 100 characters I was considering. That's technically fair game. Because I got so many ideas for Smoke by Sunrise. Like, there's so much you can do. You can do with the concept. Yeah, I've even debated on having some of the main ZippityZab cast be in it, because I know Dead by Daylight has OC, so I think it'd be neat if I don't know, Slim Shady and Evan. You know that meme of Zab add Gromit, Poe, and Woody to the game? Woody would be a great killer. That survivor. Patrick would be added if you do another SpongeBob-based killer. Oh wait, that reminds me. Hang on, this kid. Right. Hey, since I have these revealed, I can show this meme now. I'm gonna post it in the server in a second. Hang on. Let me find it real quick. I made this as a joke when talking with friends about this. Hang on. Where is it? Here it is. Here it
So, you like kicking butts, do ya? Well, we'll show you, old man!
Oh, man. Oh, man. I was talking with a friend about that, being like, the reason the rest of the SpongeBob cast couldn't join Smoke by Sunrise is because they all started throwing down. I just thought that would be like the funniest thing. But now I gotta figure out where I want to build my house at. That's where the snow area is. Yeah, Patrick. But yeah, I would have to do another SpongeBob killer if I were to add Patrick. The song is The Price You'll Pay. It's Last Man Standing theme for a SpongeBob theme ASIM game called Sunken Echoes. It goes, yeah, I really like it. I thought it'd be really funny to use for that, given that it fits the vibe. Like, oh yeah, no, they just beat the ever-living crap out of the killers in you. Hey, it's a bunch of dogs. The pink wool house like Jack Black did. At least they're making some of these. Is Zab your real name? I prefer not like to dox myself, but... but my full name's online anyways, because I think I've explained this story before. What happened was, Reggie just kind of revealed my name on DKS Productions at one point. Because I never planned to reveal my name was Zab. But then Reggie kind of just revealed my name at that point, and then just kind of spiraled from there. So everyone's like, oh yeah, that's just Zab online. So it's like, and then my friends started doing it, and so it's like, you know what, screw it. Everyone posts my name online ways. I might as well. It's not like I post on, like, Twitter or Instagram or really anything, so it's like, big whoop. I mean, so it's like, I think it... Yeah, I really mainly, like, post on, like, YouTube and Discord, and that's about it. A lot of people have been telling me to get a TikTok and start posting, like, shorts of my videos there. But I don't know if TikTok's, like, the platform where people are gonna, like, watch my stuff, you know what I mean? I feel like... Gotta go, have a good stream. Oh, thanks, Marks. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you here. Your name is Zippity. Yeah, trust, my full legal name is ZippityZab. Very interesting landscape I got here. Maybe I should make a boat and, like, explore for a bit. See if I can find a village. Sailing the 7 seas! Probably gotta be like a village or something around here. Zab, and Reggie's there. Oh my, look how many abandoned nether portals there are in this world. Oh my lord, this is like the 3rd one I've come across. Look at this. Dude, the guys in the nether must really like this spot. Hey, and this one doesn't have Curse of Binding on it. That's nice. Man, if I had diamond armor, I could legit just make a full nether portal. That's crazy. Man, I was doing piracy. Piracy is no party! Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's the Halliboo voice I did in the original demo for Halliboo versus Puzzles. I originally did both voices before Chris, who helped animate some of the fights and did like Mark versus Henry, for instance. He said he wanted to voice Halliboo, so I let him because since Halliboo doesn't actually seem to move his lips when he talks, which basically just meant, and neither does Puzzles, which basically just made that really easy for me. But yeah, no. Hey, see, I made it to day. Yeah, see, I made it to day 2 now. See, I told you I was just distracted. I can handle myself. Hey, pumpkin. But yeah, no. Looks like a desert area around here. Imagine I find, like, another one, but still. Suckers, they can't get to me this way. How did they already see me? Yeah. There's probably gotta be, like, a village or something around here. Leaving some donated inconvenience. Wow. Alright, buddy. Thanks a lot. Alright, I have to pull up another teaser then soon. Crap, I didn't even think I didn't... Why can't you just donate these in clumps? I didn't make this many because I didn't think I was gonna get anything today. You fool! Alright, see you. Alright. Man, this is a weird looking bike. Oh, great, I got a lily pad. Zab tried not find the Blockagon. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Survivor could be SMG. SMG4 could be a fun Survivor. I've thought about making a chapter with SMG4. I mean, like Zero, or maybe SMG4 Waluigi, or... You son of a gun! Didn't you say you were leaving? Come on! Ah, fish-faced, alright. There's a lot of mobs in hardcore. Oh my lord. Sailing around the Arctic blue. Alright, well, for your next teaser, for the teasers here, since I didn't think I was gonna get this many, alright, so... I did have this in backup, though. So this will be alright. What? Kelp. Why is there just a bunch of floating kelp? Whatever. Alright, anyways, like I was saying, so, alright, so these, alright, well, I guess I'll do 2 hints then. Alright, so this is a Smoked by Sunrise here. This will be an upcoming chapter, not revealing the source, but I'll give you a code name. Ooh, that's a hiccup. Here's a code word for both the killer and survivor. The killer's code word I've been using is duty, and the survivor's code word has been rage. So take that as you will. I'm not seeing anything. Creeper. Oh man. Sucker can't get to me this way. I'm on a boat. Yeah, see, this is the real strat when it comes to doing Minecraft hardcore. You just sail on a boat for, like, the entire time. No one can get you. Technically speaking, you can have the longest hardcore run ever this way. I wonder if someone's ever done, like, a Minecraft in real time video, where, like, the day actually stretches out in real time. Oh no, I know who those are. And those are a really scary prospect. I'm excited. Oh. That's stupid. Crazy Tinky Winky should be a killer. I don't know. I feel like the Pillar Chase kind of did a pretty good example of like how to do like if you're gonna do like the Slendy Tubbies in a system. I think they did that pretty well. Plus, I didn't really grow up with Teletubbies, so I feel like I wouldn't be the best person to like figure something out for those. Plus, I just don't want to watch the show. Is that mean? I don't know. I never saw the hype of the Teletubbies, if that makes sense. Which, I think the hype just might be just because, you know, they're creepy-looking guys, so, let's make them, evil. Which, to be fair, that's how most horror games are made, like... You're not hitting that. Nice try, suckers. No man's minds Teletubbies, I wouldn't either. Well, not alone at the very least. Being like, I don't know, the Teletubbies, I guess it never really spurred my interest as much. It's like it does for other people. Now, if there is a kid's show I would want to do... What kids show would I include? Arthur feels like an easy one because I'm pretty sure there already is an analog horror series about Arthur, if I'm not mistaken. Like, not to mention, like, you know, he's pretty associated with YouTube here, so y'all remember the DW punch. I think he's referring to... Well, yeah, I get that, but I'm saying, like... The big facet of Smoke by Sunrise, I want to make it clear, is like, it's the actual characters. You have like Hotel Mario and Robotnik, who are still like, sure, they're goofy versions, but they're up against like Ouija, Sonic, Nullstorm, who aren't actually, you know, they're not. You get the idea, right? Like if like Sonic common pick, or like Black Hyper comic pick, sure, they're based on Bugs Bunny or Sonic the Hedgehog. But they wouldn't be Sonic the Hedgehog or Bugs Bunny. Those two would be survivors. Same thing with like the two confirmed killers right now, Nullstorm and Ouija, right? That's the big thing I want to get across. The characters should be like the actual characters, regardless of what version they are. Like Robotnik Robotnik, for instance. Man, it's been night forever. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna go in there, just straight to my doom. Tinky Winky from that one Keep Posting Among Us from... I don't think I know what that is. I don't think I've seen that one. An Among Us killer could actually be pretty funny, actually, now I think about it. Just be like the concepts people make for the thing. Plus, the new show just dropped. I definitely need to watch that. Where the heck am I? Gravity Falls? Huh. You know, they say you're supposed to keep following the coast and you're... I haven't thought of Smoke by... Where's the... Yeah, also it doesn't help that a lot of this, like, the survivors in Smoke by Sunrise, they're usually taken without equipment or any of their usual tactics. Like, Robotnik doesn't have anything on him, neither does Jack or Morshu or anything like that. Which basically means that everyone's kind of out of their element in the main thing. Hence why they're more willing to, like, try and get out of the void, that's another thing. It's not like Outcome Memories, for instance, where they're trying to beat the crap out of a killer invading their home. They're pulled into the void, so it's like, why would you... Like, obviously they're not gonna just stick around and defend their land. It's not theirs. They want out of this place. Because if they just run off, they're just gonna find somebody else. Huh. What, am I at, like, the Farlands or something? Why is that glowing? Okay, if I don't find a single spot of land soon, I'm gonna start to get a little worried. I kind of like broke the game or something. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's some land. Okay. I was starting to get a little worried. Oh, no, don't play this song. You're gonna make me cry in nostalgia. God. Give me the boat. Alright. Look around and let's look at what we... Okay, so I appear to have bad luck at finding anything, apparently. I found a cave. And I hear zombies, so that's already a good sign. Nothing in here, though, okay. Not even coal, really? Just some copper? Oh, gun, right. Yeah. Honestly, what I need to start making more videos where I'm just thinking my thoughts. Because now I've been thinking about that, like, Pibby discussion about, like, survivors and whatnot and everything about that. And I need to start making, like, a more discussion videos about just me just yapping about, like, what I think of, like, these things. Oh, I don't got enough wool. I'm not gonna use a pressure plate. Okay, there's gotta be something over here, right? Being very careful. Like I said, careful. Alright, now we're in we're in Davy Jones' locker even am I? Anyways. But yeah, no. Like, I think I made a comment about this the other time, like, a lot of my issues with a lot of, like, alternate universe or fanfiction in general is I feel like they just don't take advantage of the concept enough. They're pretty bare bones, you know? Can Gromit be a survivor from Wallace and Gromit? I think Wallace and Gromit would be fun to do, especially with, like, the Darth Vader, like, the Palpatine Wallace from, like, Hour of Poop. That would be hilarious as a killer. Like, the oodles of just potential, like, lines I could just use for that. The only issue is I don't watch enough Wallace and Gromit. Oh, there's a bunch of coal there, but I only have charcoal. Wait, easy solution. Yeah, here we go. Now I can mine some coal, too. It takes forever, though. But yeah, no. So I'm just thinking, yeah, because, like, I feel like that's my kind of main issue with, like, a lot of, like, AUs and whatnot. They always just kind of feel bare bones. Like, Undertoad, great example of how to use, like, an AU, stuff like that. Because, like, it perfectly blends in, like, the original series lore and adapting it into a way that could, like, make it recreate the, like, the plot and storyline of, like, Undertale in the Mario universe. Upgraded my pickaxe. Well, it's not broken yet, so I might as well just keep using it. But yeah, like, and sure, there are some things I don't like. Like, I think Mario, like, immediately giving up and becoming, like, exactly like Sans is kind of a bit of a stretch for the character. Like, ooh. I never said he will be, I said it'd be fun. Remember, the other big factor in Smoke by Sunrise is the fact that I gotta make all this stuff. But yeah, like I was back. Yeah, like the sponge tail is also another fun one. Because the idea of Patrick, because they kind of like that was the opposite thing, like Patrick here. Patrick being a Sans analog, genius idea, an implementation to make the character feel the same, but adds a bunch of cool depth to it. You know what I mean? Like everyone, there's nothing wrong with making a Megalovania for a character and whatnot, but also making sure the but when you make like the actual full-fledged AU for it, you gotta make sure it makes sense, right? Oh, it's because I was on the boat. Oh. I thought I was in the water because I was on the boat. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, either way, it gets back to my... Back on the land. Land. Here you go. But either way, that kind of gets back to what I'm saying, though, but like... I wish not ARGs, sorry. I've had ZabBlab on the mind, because I'm taking today off to, like, finish the film cut of the, thing. Alright, I don't have space for that. Okay, well, I'm breaking this pickaxe in. But yeah, no, like, I wish I could see more AUs that take full advantage of the world building that they have, you know what I mean? A lot of them just feel too much just like, oh, blank is Sans, move on, and they don't, like, really take full advantage of it. Same thing with, like, a lot of fan fiction, I feel like. I've seen, like, a million, like, Undertale fanfics for, like, oh, what if this blank character drops underground? But they always pick, like, the safest options, right? Like, I saw, like, a FNAF one the other day that was like, oh, what if Gregory fell underground? Which, despite a couple of personality differences here and there, would basically just run through the pacifist route, right? It's basically just a run through... I forgot why I was subscribed to you, but then I remember it was YTP versus Creepy... well, welcome to the live stream. I do these more frequently when I'm not, when I'm not, here for home for the summer. But, hey, if you like stick around and make other stuff, I did Steamed Hams versus, FNAF recently. And, of course, another one's on the way. As usual. Stooping as usual. But yeah, like I was saying, so, like, I saw one of those, like, Gregory through Undertale, which, for all intents and purposes, would essentially just be the pacifist route, right? But if you were to be made, like, but come on, you're telling me there's not a single other Five Nights at Freddy's character that would be, like, leagues more interesting, right? Like, just picture the idea of William Afton going out into the underground, Flowey tries to greet him, and then immediately sees the LV that William has gained from all of his killing sprees. Right? Like, just imagine, that is, like, the perfect setup. The Sonic Amateur Games Expo, I think I've heard of Sage before. I just haven't, I just don't check it out very often because, A, I unfortunately don't play too many fan games. Not that I don't want to, it's just more so I just don't ever have, like, I don't get the time, and B, it's like, obviously I don't make fan games. I mean, I make a couple, like, battles here and there. I don't like them. That's fine. It's fine by me. I understand that my OITPs are the most popular thing. Plus, there's other things I make, too. Like, for example, we got, like, obviously, the reviews I've been making recently, obviously, even if people aren't aware of the ARG thing, they'll just think it's just random reviews, right? Though I'd love to see, if my reviews ended up getting, like, the same, like, getting, like, if they just casually got 1,000 views per episode, I'd be satisfied, right? Not that I'm not satisfied with it now, it's more so just, like, that'd be, I'm happy with how it is, regardless if it's just not, like, sure, like, oh, they're mostly here for the YouTube poops. Yeah, sure. There's something on my channel for everybody, between the fiction fights, people stream the stage games. That could be a neat thing. Yeah, I got a Mushroom Kingdom Fusion fan game recommendation from Mark, see when he was earlier in the Discord. So that'd be a fun one to do. Is like a fan game day would be really fun. Maybe I could finally actually sit down and play like Mario 85 or Daredevil Edition or like the millions of other Mario creepypastas. Of course, that also relies on, like, the schedule of, like, my family and whatnot, whether or not I can do that here. Like I said, I'm home for the summer. Usually I'm much more active during, like the school year. Because at college, I don't have to be at college. I'm not sharing a room with somebody. So, is there just not... Are there no villagers here? Like, at all? Speaking of Mario games, I recently finished mine. Oh, that's cool. It's so crazy that how many people watch me, like, freaking... I don't know why the event... It's probably just because it's a big event. I probably just started with Sonic and it grew from there. I remember I used to make games on a Sploder. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It was like this old make a game website from way back when. That was used in school. And I tried making the Subspace Emissary from Law DKS from my Smash Bros. Law DKS, and I tried making that into a game. It was terrible, don't get me wrong, but it was fun. Not the game, just making it. I know Boy Oh Boy has been slowly chipping away at making like Fic Adventure. Like that, republishing Fic Adventure as 1 and 2 Deluxe or something, which could be neat. If I were to make like a full-fledged like ZippityZab game, I'd have no idea what it would be. Like I made it, maybe like an AVGN Adventures like platformer with like Playcraft. Man, I'd like maybe it'd be like a platformer, kind of like AVGN Adventures with like ZippityZab, like Zab following like the ZabLab lore, or maybe it'd be like in the ZippityZab expanded unit. A Mary and Eric with Bug Buddies, having those two being like a Banjo-Kazooie style game, I could absolutely see being a thing. I mean, they already had the backpack from Banjo-Kazooie, why not? Alright, come on, I gotta find, you're telling me there's not a single village in this entire map? I've been exploring for like hours at this point. Half an hour. 15... Time. I've been exploring for some time at this point. If not, I'm just gonna set my... at this point, I might just find like blank piece of land and just set my house there. I was trying to find a village, because I know that's like important for hardcore worlds and whatnot. I love a Bug Buddy. Yeah, it'd probably be like a 3D platformer. It's like Banjo-Kazooie or something like that. Probably Kazooie is probably my ideal Bug Buddies game. Maybe a puzzle game would also be nice. I could see that working too. How does it feel to be a very cool? Thanks. So everybody on these streams everybody here is way too nice to me. I swear. I keep saying that. I feel like I keep saying that. Alright, the sun goes down, that's when they get started. You guys remember the mob rap? That was great. AVGN will make null star. AVGN would be so much fun for a Smoke by Sunrise. Like, ignoring, like, the sound effects alone and whatnot, just, dude, the Last Man Standing theme would be great. You gotta mix in, like, the movies themes, the AR, like, the video game. So much potential. Ah, great, I can see some of my UI glitching. That's always great. Come on, this guy... I'm exploring for like in Minecraft days. In Minecraft, no. Passed it. Just sometimes I wonder if there's people who come on these streams and think that I'm like that I genuinely rant and rave like a lunatic, like I do in the ZabLab reviews. I know my brother's asked about it before. I take a fool him with the whole ARG aspect too. Well, if I don't find a village at this rate, I'm probably just gonna throw in the towel at that point. The mushroom over there. Oh, that's a great... Oh, wait, no, it's not. That's a great sign. That's basically a half... What is that? Is that just a block full of moss stuff? Huh. And that one's a cross. Okay, that's always a good sign. Pretty good. Thanks. Yeah, I know these streams probably aren't the most exciting, especially ones like Minecraft where it's more relaxing. But it's just generally nice to have like a slower stream, especially after a while where I haven't been streaming in a hot minute. Starting out something small here that probably wouldn't be too high octane would be nice. Plus, since my little sisters would probably watch these, since you know I'm here now with them, I do not want to be swearing about it and getting mad. So I'm definitely not playing Getting Over It while I'm here. The menacing plus sign, bald either. Okay, this is entirely random. I was messing around with like my like a sound font, like my MIDI sound font, and creating stuff for making music for ZabLab too, right? So I found, like, a Don't Blink from, like, Outcome Memories as, like, a MIDI. And I put it in there with, like, the regular MIDI music. And my first thought was Don't Bald. And, like, a baldy Last Man Standing theme. And I don't know why, but I was laughing for, like 15 minutes straight. Just on the idea of just a baldy, like, just... What the heck happened over there? A baldy just singing, like, standing alone. Standing just out of reach. Put on the brakes, cause I need to go on. That would be oh man, that'd be great. Yeah, that would go crazy. Yeah, I absolutely gotta try that at some point. Yeah, Don't Blink with like Don't Ball. But no, that was break free, not Don't Blink. Okay, no bro. I'm a new viewer. Oh, welcome to the stream. Well, I should probably end the stream at this point. I've been searching for 3 days and I've got nothing done. Alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna be sitting here on the ocean blue. How are you doing for the day? Doing good. Alright, well, thank you all for... And I'm probably ending here. Well, I'm probably gonna end it here because... I've been doing this... How long have I been streaming for now? Right. Here it is. I've been streaming for... An hour and a half. Yeah, alright. Alright, well, thank you guys for stopping by, seriously. I know I haven't streamed in a while, this was by surprise, but this is just something nice and relaxing I wanted to do. Plus, hey, it's just nice to do this again. Yeah. Right. Thank you guys for stopping by! Sorry, Jukes, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, being the cool bachelor uncle who shows up out of nowhere and just gets to do cool stuff, that's always fun. Hey, that's a great compliment. Alright, get you guys on the flip... I just nearly quit Minecraft and not the stream. Catch you guys later!